Hello people, this is Power here to review the Kamen Rider Ghost DX GanGun Catcher. So yeah, this is, I think, one of the very few premium Bandai roleplay items within Ghost. Because obviously this is at the time where premium Bandai wasn't a necessity. This is the side weapon that Necrom gains during the episode 35 or so. Basically to like, I think he gained it to like, I think he gains it. Alan gains it, I think, just from like, I think being entrusted by Sanzo itself and such. Really do like the box overall. Really do like how it's still in the same fashion as a DX toy, with Necrom on the side and the name and such, just with no product shots. Here's the top, Kamen Rider Ghost. Here's Necrom using Billy the Kid in the GanGun Catcher. Oh my gosh. I apologize for the box being bent. I really do. Product images, obviously, I forgot to state, this comes with the Columbus and Nightingale Ghost icons. GanGun Catcher. Okay, we're gonna have to do this. So, here's Necrom on the side. Oops. And then his rider symbol. And then in the back has a nice portrait of the weapons debut. So here's Necrom and Sanzo Damashi with the catcher, and then the three animals of Sayu Journey. Sanzo. So the Saru, Buddha, and Kappa. One of the nicest premium Bandai boxes, honestly. So here we have the contents. We have the two ghost icons themselves, which we'll put to the side as I keep kicking the gears over. And we have the GanGun hand itself, the GanGun Catcher itself. Yeah, as I've accidentally said before, this is a retooling and a repaint of the GanGun hand. Out of all weapons, they decided to retool this one, which can't blame them. So now instead of being mostly blue, it's now mostly white, which actually makes it look, I think it actually helps bring out a lot of more details. And obviously has a bunch of like black and like shades of green. There was like 3 shades of green, I think, on this thing. You got this like interesting like light green, then you got a forest green right here, then you have this translucent like highlighter green, and then like this is authentic highlighter green, not whatever people want to claim, or what Zryken wants to claim 01 as. We got the Necrom Rider symbol there. We still have the orange. Again, we got black. Really appreciate that the Necrom mark is still in the back. This functions the same. This is all black, and I appreciate this is all black plastic, not black paint. Meaning that I won't, obviously this is less than likely to actually scratch off. So I appreciate that. Again, this is in rod mode. To switch it to gun mode, just simply push in like so. I feel like this one's a lot heavier than the GanGun hand, interestingly. And obviously, as you can see from here, it just, you know, works the exact same. It has the same motif and such, so we're not going to go over that. The only new thing about this is this icon slot, obviously, because as it's called the GanGun Catcher. Obviously, the whole play of this one now, is that you insert an icon in the slot, and when you close it up, it's like it's holding the icon. Get it? basically, I don't know, I guess you're holding it something like this, I guess. I don't know, it's really weird, but I guess the only like reasonable way they can make you hold the icon. Simply remove the icon by holding this button down and sliding it under from there. They want you to, I think they want you to pull it out from like, again here, or from here. I don't know, it's just a lot easier just to take your thumb and such. Anyways, let's turn it on. On and off switch here. Again, this requires 2 AAA batteries. So we don't get an announcement because it's in line with the Mega Loader. So speaking of that thing, actually, we'll go over the sounds first. So we only get one singular like smashing, swinging sound. Nothing changes. When we push this forward, we get one firing sound. Whoop-de-doo. And then when we flip this back, we know what this is going to do. That's been feminized now. That did not sound right. I apologize about that. Yeah, now it's a female voice saying that now instead of a male voice. I'm sorry. I really apologize. That did not come out correctly. Yeah, so here are the comparisons with the GanGun hand. Obviously, just a lot of paint differences. And obviously, instead of a a Ghost gadget slot, it's just an icon slot. Which makes it a lot heavier. And then back's not really anything. So again, let's compare the sounds. So this one definitely is a bit louder, but obviously as we press that 3 times on the 4th press, you get a new attack. Not for that. For the firing, so they took the secondary fire sound from this. And then for this, which I'll try to do both at the same time. I kind of like this one a lot more. It fits a lot more with the neck room and such. So you don't remember, obviously the original traditional way of like doing the finishers with this one is obviously you take the weapon, hold it up to the eye, and such. You can't do that with this toy. Because again, they want you to prioritize this icon slot. So we're going to insert Columbus, just because. So we get the voice of the Mega Loader saying Die Kaigon, and then we get this new standby. So you press the trigger. So in rod mode, we get Omega Crash. Gun mode, basically they want you to insert the icon and then push it in. But we're just going to get to the point. So we're going to use Nightingale, flip the hand over, and then insert.
Omega Finish.
And there we get Omega Finish. And as you can tell, the finisher sounds are slightly different. The beginning sound is definitely the same, but the beginning, I mean the end part definitely I think does, I guess, reflect the end. But yeah, that's it. You don't get to do much. I at least do appreciate that you can at least still hear some of the original version, and I did not know about like this ratchet system. That's interesting. But I can definitely say the mechanisms here definitely feel a lot more solid, and just entering the icon definitely is satisfying. But anyways, we're done with that thing, so let's zoom in and take a look at the ghost icons. So again, here we have Columbus. So again, Columbus is basically just like the movie ghost icons, and Shakespeare, transparent, and glitter. And Grim and Sanzo, I mean. I like it overall. I think it helps because this, is supposed to represent water. The top, bottom, QR code for Gamba Rising, number 25, Black Iris, C for Columbus, the Damashi face for like that's a compass, and Ships Ahoy! Ahoy, me hearties. Here is Nightingale. Really like Nightingale overall. It's a really like flat white as opposed to the pearlescent white that Benkei was, so I really like that. QR code for Gamba Rising, number 26. The top, the pin for the Ghost Driver, Black Iris, FN, as N is taken from Necrom. Damashi face, really like the stethoscope. Like, it's really simple, but it really works. And again, one of my other favorite Damas, or I can make a drive. Just like a medical box shooting light. I think I like the ones that fill out the entire panel, I guess. Yeah, let's use these two within the Ghost Driver. So there's the transformation of Columbus Damashi. I think that one's really fun overall. And I don't remember if this driver actually has a lighter shade of blue. But, it's appropriate. Obviously, two finishers. Nightingale. And there we have Nightingale Damashi. The transformation. Really do like that end part of like, trying to resemble an ambulance siren. And then yeah. So, overall, my thoughts on the GanGun Catcher. It's definitely not a strong premium item. Like, I don't know, like, the GanGun Catcher, I feel like kind of falls flat in just like functionality, because it's literally, it's just a GanGun hand with less fun. Because, like, they remove the secondary finisher, like, they remove the secondary sounds for each mode, and then practically force you to use an icon in place of, like, you know, like, traditionally, just traditionally scanning the weapon to, like, you know, any magnet. I get that he never did in the show, but at the same time, it's like, you never saw Makoto hold the trigger on the deep slasher, so it's just kind of like, I just feel like this release is kind of backwards compared to the deep slasher, because the deep slasher kind of improved itself from the sunglass slasher due to it not coming with icons. But with this one, because they did force in two previously exclusive Gashpon and Candy Toy icons into the set, then they just kind of felt like, oh, like, we don't need to do much and such. Like, I get it. He didn't do much at all in the show with this. He only did the two primary finishers, and that was it. I get it. But I would have just liked more out of it, or something like that. I mean, like, I guess the only good thing about the set is, like, other than, like, the Dai Kai gun, or just, like, the fact that, you know, we got the voice of the Mega Loader actually doing this stuff for this, are the two icons. Just because it's like, okay, cool, like, cool, if you want DX versions of these two icons, you can finally get them. Other than that, if you don't care for DX versions of these, then just try to track down the Gashmon and Candy Toy versions, because those are sporadic and such. So yeah, this release is completely skippable. You would only want to get this just for the sake of having DX icons. You're a big fan of Necrom and you want all of his arsenal. If you just want another toy that actually uses the icons that isn't the Sunglass Slasher, I think I got this for at least like $30 at best. 30 or 25. I luckily did get this for cheap, because I think this thing does go for really cheap, but I don't think the retail price was worth it, because I think I'm hoping the retail price for this thing was at least the same as the GanGun hand, but I don't think it will be because of the fact of an additional icon. I assume this was probably the same price as the Sunglass Slasher, which I wouldn't really say is worth it. Yeah, this thing just kind of, it's just disappointing. Yeah, that'll have to do with this review. So this is Power, and I'll leave people. Bye.